guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that are new here, hey, my name is Tina and welcome to my circus. Today's video I am going to be going over the Boxycharm for the month of May. If you do not know what Boxycharm is, it is a $21 a month monthly subscription makeup service where you are promised to get between $100 to $150 worth of makeup. Usually it comes with 4 to 5 different products, but because it is Boxycharm's birthday, we actually got 6 products in today's box. So basically I'm going to be going through this box and going over the items that are in it, seeing if this subscription is really worth the cost that you pay for it every month. So far it has been very, very good. So we're going to go through all these things, we're going to test them out. If you want to stick around and see how these things work, help create a look, all that good stuff, then go ahead and stick around. Otherwise, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, you should really think about subscribing because we're really cool here and who doesn't want to join the circus? So we're gonna go ahead and start the video. Alright, so here is this month's Boxycharm box. If we go ahead and open this bad boy up, it looks like we've got a couple of products in here. We've got some brushes, we've got some face primer, we've got a palette, we've got all that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and go through all of these different items and see how they work and if they're worth it. So first things up that is in this box that looks like it will be the first step in our makeup routine is this guy right here by Cover FX. It is the Cover FX Blurring Primer, and all of the products that come in these boxes are full-size products. So this is the first product that is in here. According to the little sheet that comes, it is their Boxy Bash theme this month. It is $38. So that is what this goes for, $38. It says it's a lightweight, soft focus primer that blurs the appearance of pores, fine lines, and other imperfections, creating a smooth canvas for flawless foundation application. Here for it because your girl's got some fine lines and she's got some pores. So basically, we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. Basically, we're gonna take a little bit and squeeze this out. Look, ooh, looks to be a little bit of a thick consistency. It smells nice, so kind of looks like it's gonna remind me of the Benefit Professional. If you kind of see it here on my fingers, you can kind of see that it's really just kind of that that pasty kind of consistency. So let's go ahead and dab this in all over the face. Oh yeah, this is like the exact same consistency of the Benefit Professional. It doesn't have a scent to it at all. And it does fill in the pores. There's definitely a blurring effect to this. So I can see myself liking this. I am a huge fan of the Benefit Professional just because it fills in my pores like it says it is, and it just leaves a really, really nice silky canvas for my makeup. Alright, so far this feels really, really nice. My skin feels very, very silky, and it's like a nice little layer of just, I feel like my foundation is going to go on really smoothly. Again, I think it feels just like the Benefit Professional if you do have that at home. It's essentially the same damn thing except you get more of it in a tube. So you'll probably spend a little bit less on this than the Benefit Professional because that one is a lot smaller and costs quite a bit of monies. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and throw on my foundation and I will be right back so that we can test out the other products that are in this box. Alright, we're back. We have our foundation and concealer on. In case you are curious, I do use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Caramel, and I am using the concealer, the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer, and I am in the color Medium Golden. Swear by both of these products, they are basically my ride or dies. The foundation sat very, very, very nicely on top of the skin. The foundation already does really well on its own in general, but I definitely notice more of a blurring effect with my pores. I've got, you know, some definite like pores, fine lines, things like that. If I can go ahead and do kind of like a close-up on my face a little bit. So here's a little bit of a close-up on my face. So you can see that it's definitely a little bit more blurred. I mean, you can definitely still see like pores, things like that. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of those, but definitely had this nice dewy effect to the skin, which I think is more the foundation than anything, but definitely my skin looks good, so I'm not mad at it. So next thing up in this box that I want to take a look at are these brushes right here because we're going to need these to continue the rest of the face look. So basically we've got a couple of brushes from Aesthetica. So the first one is the P12 face brush right here. This guy looks like it retails for $27 on its own, and it looks like it has this very nice domed you know, shape to it. It's very, very soft, very soft. I do love the way it feels. It's a synthetic brush and it says it allows for maximum control. It's perfect for creating a seamless look, so we'll definitely try this out for like contouring, things like that. And then the next set is these 3 brushes here. If I go ahead and open these up, is the 3-piece eye trio. This guy looks like it goes for $45. I think it's kind of interesting. I always wonder where like they get some of these prices from, because like I don't know, maybe I'm like living under a bridge somewhere, but I've never heard of Aesthetica brushes, and I couldn't imagine paying $45 for these brushes for this trio. Like there's no freaking way. But I mean, we'll see how they work, we'll see how they feel. So basically it looks like we have an eyeliner brush here, we have got a spoolie, and then we've got this angled kind of brush, which I'm assuming here is for eyebrows. It says the Aesthetica Trio series comes with an angled eyeliner brush, a brow spoolie, and a fine tipped eyeliner brush. A convenient 3-in-1 used for a wide variety of looks, from a subtle wing to dynamic cat eye. Use the brow brush for fuller, more defined brows. So I guess they're both liner brushes. Both of these are liner brushes, which this one to me looks a little thick. Like I don't think that I would actually use this one. I mean, it's a nice angled brush and whatnot, but I just think it looks a little bit too thick for my liking. But we'll have to see, we'll have to see, just because I'm used to using a different brush, and it's a very, like it's angled like that, but it's very, very thin, so you can get a more precise line. So we're gonna go ahead and use those brushes to kind of finish up everything else here. The next thing in this box is the Pure Sculptor palette here. Per the card, it shows that this thing goes for $30. It's a 4-shade sculpting palette that features 2 high beam highlighters and 2 matte contour shades. So if we go ahead and open this guy up, pull this out, basically this is what it looks like here. So we've got 2 highlighter shades here, and then we've got 2 contour shades here, which these contour shades look a little bit dark. So like, I mean, it'll work for me, but I'm a little bit worried about people with like fairer skin. I feel like these are gonna be a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this first one here called Inventor, and I'm actually gonna go in with this brush that came with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, wow, there is some fallout. So there's definitely some stuff that comes off on that brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this and see how it works as far as contouring goes. Oh, it smells like chocolate. So definitely gives some contour. So yeah, that's why I said I'm a little bit nervous for like my girls with fairer skin, because I feel like this might be a little bit much. Like it's almost showing up a little bit dark on me. I will say this brush is very, very nice. It's very soft, very fluffy. It's definitely, you know, getting everything on and just kind of blending everything in seamlessly. Blend out very, very nicely. I think that these are very, very pretty, and it just kind of melts right into the skin, and they blend out very, very nice. I'm really curious as to how this is going to work on people with fairer skin. Unless that there were like different types of compacts and stuff like that, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. In regards to the 2 highlight shades, let's go ahead and swatch these with our fingers. They look to be very buttery in the pan. So if we take those and just kind of here, that is what they are looking like. So we've got more of a gold, and we've got more of a champagne kind of colored one. I'm going to go ahead and dip into this one right here on the bottom and see how this one highlights. It's definitely like a nice, pretty, like subtle kind of a highlight. You can definitely like build it and get a little bit more of a highlight out of it. So I think it's a little bit glittery. It's a little, I mean, it's definitely pretty. There's definitely a nice highlight there. I do think that the highlight is a little bit chunky. Like you can kind of see like right in here. It's just a little bit, kind of brings out a little bit of the texture in the skin, nothing too crazy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and layer this other one on top of it. Woo, okay, yeah, we just went from blinding to hello sunglasses. So it's definitely kind of sticking. It's an okay highlighter. I think it's nice. It might be just because like my foundation is a little bit more dewy, but if you can kind of see it here, it's sticking to the foundation just a little bit. All right, sorry, I had to run off, realized I forgot to put my eyebrows on. I know, how do you forget to put eyebrows on? I forgot to put eyebrows on. So, eyebrows are on now. So anyway, the highlight was really nice. I think that it just was a little bit glittery, but I was able to kind of work it out a little bit with the Beauty Blender and make it a little less textured looking. However, this is pretty cool. For the price of it though, 30 bucks. I don't think I would pay $30 for this personally, but it is what it is. I think that Boxycharm just has like some type of contract with Pure, you know, because I feel like we get a Pure product with like every single box, which is not a bad thing. Like personally, I've seen Pure products like in the store and I didn't pick them up just because like I didn't really know the brand. I thought that maybe it was a little bit cheap and I didn't want to try it. Just something didn't stand out about it. So I will say through using Boxycharm and getting Pure products, I have realized that they do actually have really, really nice products. I just think that they're a little bit pricey. But I digress, whatever. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and actually use a little bit more out of this Pure thing. I'm going to actually use it to just give a little bit of color to my eyes, just to you know, just to make it not so plain. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop a little bit of that contour shade into my crease. And then I will take a little bit of the highlight shade and I'm going to just pop a little bit of that onto the lid. See, you can do like an entire look with just, you know, a contour and highlight palette. And I'm gonna take that dark, dark, dark contour shade and just pop that into the outer corner. Right, and there you go. See, I'm telling you, I was like, sometimes like if you just are going for a neutral look, sometimes I'll just travel with like a highlight and contour palette and you can create a whole entire look using just that. So anyways, a next thing in this box that I was kind of bummed about because I already have this, but also excited because it's a really fucking amazing product. So I'm excited for everybody else to get it, is this guy right here from Pretty Vulgar. It is the Pretty Vulgar The Ink Gel Pot. If you look at the packaging on this, the packaging is just stunning. It is just this old type of like ink jar and it's just like the coolest freaking thing. I already have one, so boop, we've got 2 of them now. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this one. I'm probably gonna do a giveaway on my channel soon, so I'll save this for the giveaway. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and try this bad boy out today, and we are going to use the other couple of brushes that came here, these 2 eyeliner brushes. I'm a little bit nervous to use this thick one. I'll try it out, but I feel like it's a little just giant for eyeliner. Otherwise, this one looks okay as far as just regular winged eyeliner goes. You know, I'm not huge into like, I don't know why I don't need like a whole like spoolie brush, but I'll just, you know, just for the sake of entertaining it, brush out the brows. Oh, you can't really mess up a spoolie, so I'm not gonna like hate on it. You can't go wrong with a spoolie. So anyway, when we open this guy up, it's really hard to see on the inside. I will say that's the only downside to the Pretty Vulgar ink pots, is that the glass jar is actually really opaque and you can like, you can kind of maybe see inside of there. I don't know if the light will kind of pick up the reflect of some of the product in there, but it's really difficult to get your brush in there and really see what you're trying to get. So it's kind of like trying to find something in the dark. So I'm gonna actually go in with this big brush first. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into there. It is a very wet consistency and very like wet gel-like consistency. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and just kind of line the eyes, see how this works. Yeah, I think this is way too thick. I think that it's like okay for like starting the eyeliner, but like as far as like a wing goes, I think that this is gonna be way too thick. So I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna end up ruining this entire eye look if I continue with this brush. I think it's too thick, personally. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and try it with the thinner brush. I will say that this eyeliner is really, really nice. It's not like a shiny vinyl type of look. Once it dries down, it's very like black and it goes on very, very easily. It's actually one of my favorite eyeliners that I have. I use it all the time. If you've ever looked back on any previous videos that I've ever done, you will have seen me use this quite a few times in different eye looks that I've done. So this is a really nice brush. You know, it works. I think that the brush that you can get with it through Pretty Vulgar works a lot better. It's this brush right here, if I can find it in this mess of messes that I have here. This guy right here is called the Pretty Vulgar's The Wing Master. This is what it looks like. And so on one side it has like a nice thin side, and then on the other side it has that tapered side, and it's much thinner and much easier to work with and use. So I honestly prefer that brush, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I wouldn't pay $45 for this eye trio set, but you know, I only paid $21 for the box, so realistically I probably only paid like $5 or something for it, so I'm not really mad at it. So basically that is the winged eyeliner. It goes on really easily. It dries down amazingly and it doesn't really run either. I've never had any really bad issues with this eyeliner running. I'm definitely a huge advocate of it. So sometimes I feel like we get kind of gypped in these boxes. Like I feel like it's almost like a Marshall's haul inside of a box, because like some of the products that are in here, like you can try to look for them online and they're not there, or they're like really old products, which is unfortunate. But this thing is just, this is an amazing product. So anyway, if you kind of go in, that's basically what it looks like there. It's a very black eyeliner. It doesn't dry down to like that shiny kind of plasticky look. Definitely dries down matte. So very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some mascara really quick, and then I will be back so that we can try out the last product in this box. Alright, we've got the mascara on. So the last thing in the box here is this guy right here. It is by Beauty Creations, and it looks like it is a matte lip gloss. Okay, that right there is just a contradiction in itself. You can't have a matte lip gloss. That doesn't exist. Gloss and matte, that like totally contradicts itself right there. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and try this. So it says Beauty Creations Matte Liquid Lip Gloss is specifically formulated to provide full coverage that dries to a seamless, smooth, and matte finish. Its a lightweight application is long wearing for an effortless lip color that complements all skin tones. This guy normally goes for $10. If this dries down matte, then it's a matte lipstick. It's not a gloss. I don't know why they're calling it a gloss. And it is in the color Kiss Me. So that's what it looks like. Seems to be this kind of like a rosy color. It says that it's universal for all skin tones, so fingers crossed that this looks decent. Okay, this smells like freaking candy. It smells so good. Alright, so it is on. This is definitely a matte lipstick. This is not a gloss. Like, this is definitely drying down to be a matte lipstick. It smells really good. It smells like candy, so I will say it smells amazing, and I do like the color. This is not my usual lip color that I would normally wear every day, but I think it's pretty. It's like this very nice like raspberry color. The formula so far feels okay. It feels a little bit drying and sticky. Like, I have a strange feeling that later on I'm gonna want to wipe this off because it's gonna be too dry, but we'll see how it ends up working. But nonetheless, I mean, it's very opaque, like one swipe coverage. It's very pretty, and I think the color is beautiful. So anyways, you guys, was this box a hit or a miss for me? For the most part, I'm pretty sure it was a pretty good hit. Just to go over everything, the Sculptor palette, I thought that it was okay. Personally, if I had to go out and buy it for $30, I probably wouldn't, but I think that it did the job and it did pretty well. And you know, I was able to contour and highlight, and I actually was able to create an entire eye look with it. So it's actually pretty decent, you know. But again, I don't know if I would necessarily pay $30 for it. The next thing was the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I like it. I think that it did really well. I think it filled in all of my pores. I definitely think that it's worth the coin. You know, Cover FX, we all know, is a little bit more of a pricey brand anyway, so this costing $38 is not necessarily surprising to me. But I do think that it worked. It worked really well, and it feels really nice. Next thing in the box, these brushes. I like this brush a lot. I think that this one was really nice. It's so soft, and I think that it just like kind of like seamlessly blended out that contour that was on my face. As far as the 3-piece brush set, I'm trying to look for it. I don't know if it was worth it. I've already got stuff that works just as well, and it's $45 for an eyebrow spoolie and two eyeliner brushes. And realistically, like, it's basically the same thing as like the Pretty Vulgar one. If you put them right next to each other, I mean, it's the exact same thing. And I honestly think I paid $18 for this on Sephora. I think this brush right here was $18, and I get this like flat angled side, and I get the tapered side for $18, whereas you want me to pay $45 for a kind of off-brand one with a spoolie, which I don't necessarily need an eyebrow spoolie. So I mean, it's okay. And then the ink gel eyeliner, again, this stuff is amazing. You guys already know how I feel about this stuff. I think that it's the tits. It's super nice. And then the last thing is the matte lip gloss, which I will say right now, it's starting to feel a little bit weird on my lips, and I just noticed, watch this. Like, literally, it's like glue. Like, that's annoying. Oh, I can't do that. Like, even just talking, it like glues your mouth together. Ugh, that's ugly. No, I'm taking this off. Okay, I'm not here, so this was a flop for me. Otherwise, the rest of the stuff in the box was pretty okay. I liked it. For $21, you can't beat what came into the box. Would I buy each of these things individually? Not necessarily sure, but they're nice little things to have, you know, throw in a bag if you're on the go, things like that. If you're going on a business trip, they're just easy little things to throw in a bag. Otherwise, that is it, you guys. That is my full review of the May Boxycharm. Otherwise, that is it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.